My journey in cinematography started quite some time ago, and it's still continuing on. I started off in still photography, and I grew into cinematography. And I'm really glad I fell into this. I sometimes pinch myself to think that I could end a journey like me could end up in a really great job. I love it, absolutely love it. Now, this particular time, digital technology has just changed. It's just invigorated me personally as a cinematographer because there's so much great new equipment out there. It's constantly changing. We have to keep up with the equipment, and it's very enjoyable. I love it, absolutely love it. Well, the biggest change, of course, is the change to digital shooting, and that in itself has just been an absolute revolution. And it just keeps on going. Images keep getting better. The job of cinematography is actually made a little bit easier because the ease of getting pictures, but the actual storytelling, that is the actual construction of sequences, framing, composition, nothing changes. You still need these skills, but the technology just made it easier. You don't have to wait for 2 weeks for the film to come back from Kodak anymore. You can simply shoot and get the results back. Go back and have a look at it and get instant gratification. Better than that, you can actually find out where your mistakes are straight away. Go back out and fix them. So for everybody, I think the whole concept of just being able to look at stuff back, look at your material back straight away, it's an absolute liberation, and it means you get a lot more sleep at night. Some of the biggest challenges for me was operating 3D equipment on a ship, in a storm, on the back deck of a very large ship with IMAX 3D gear, just being thrown around and harnessed in and basically trying to stay alive and keep the equipment in some sort of usable form, knowing that there was nowhere else we could get equipment. I think when I was filming, I was doing a series for Discovery about large insects, including tarantula spiders, which are quite large. In fact, they're like a dinner plate. It was a scary moment, but it was so funny in retrospect. I was just filming with a long snorkel Frazier lens in Arizona in a set we had built in a park, and the spider was placed in the set, and it was very dimly lit. As I was filming, the spider came up very close to the lens. Keep in mind that the camera's pointing down with a long snorkel on it like this. So I'm up here and the lens is down there. So I'm quite detached from the spiders. I was actually pulling focus, and the spider passed by the lens, and I thought it had simply just walked off the set. And I just held the shot, and within a few seconds I just felt some feet stepping onto my forehead, and this large spider just occupied the whole top of my head as it walked up. It had travelled up the snorkel, up over the viewfinder, and then put its legs onto my head, crawled over the top of my head, and went down the back of my back and just sort of scarpered away. The NEX VG10, it's a really interesting time actually in terms of this camera's arrival. The DSLR revolution, the cheap price, the fact that you can actually shoot very high quality 35mm image with cinema quality, that's all very well, but the format of a stills camera, using it to actually shoot a movie, I've found very challenging and very difficult, because the cameras are not easy to hold, and you have to be very mindful of focus. Focus is a big issue. Very shallow focus, and you're not done any favours. No favours by this camera, by a digital SLR. The VG10 comes along in its Handycam format. It actually looks and feels like a Handycam, but it does all the same things as the characteristics of a digital SLR. So I found what I loved about it was I just sort of pick it up and actually shoot in a documentary style and actually respond to things very, very, very quickly. Something that I find very difficult with a camera in a traditional stills mode. So So I really love the camera because for that reason, there's many other reasons, but that's one of the main reasons. It's just an easy camera to handle. It's more about the story. How do you tell the story? How do you get the emotion? How do you use lens sizes? How do you use focus for your advantage? It's all these kind of things. And I love teaching people the storytelling side of things, as well as you need to be technically on top of it. But I love teaching people how to use a camera to capture a story and to create emotion.
Peter, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.